Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello to all. My name is Muhammad Faik Aziz bin Hamdan and today I want to present a comic strip about the harmful algae bloom episode. Let's take a look. In the Monday morning classes, the teacher was teaching about the harmful algae bloom. Then the teacher asked the student about what is the harmful algae bloom is. Then the one student named Bobby volunteered to answer the question. Bobby's answer, the harmful algae bloom are one of the major environmental problems in the world. Bobby's answer was right. Then the teacher added more information that algae blooms are a public health concern and an ecological problem in wetlands, waterway and ocean. Bobby still confused with the topic. Then the teacher added more information about the harmful algae bloom. The harmful algae bloom are hazardous and sometimes fatal to human and animal populations, either through toxicity or by creating ecological conditions. Harmful algae bloom hazards have increased globally over the past 40 years due to several reasons, either due to human activity or the climate change. Then, the Bobby want to know more detail about the harmful algae bloom. The teacher willing to explain more the detail about the harmful algae bloom. So, what are the harmful algae bloom? The harmful algae bloom is a bloom that produces toxins that are dangerous to human and potentially other organisms. It contains organisms that can severely lower oxygen level in natural water, killing organisms in marine or freshwater. The most common type of freshwater harmful algae bloom is blue-green algae, cyanobacteria. In lakes, wetlands, and other freshwater systems, cyanobacteria blooms are the most common form of harmful algae bloom. They can also be found in brackish or saltwater conditions. Cyanobacteria like algae can perform photosynthesis and are commonly referred to as blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria can produce cyanotoxin which can harmful. Mycositis are the most commonly recorded bloom-forming cyanobacteria. Diatoms and dinoflagellate, the other form of algae, are found mainly in aquatic habitats such as ocean coastline or bays, where they can also form algae bloom, also known as red tide. Red tide, on the other hand, can be a natural phenomena, particularly when they form near coastline or in estuaries. They can occur when warmer water, salinity and nutrients reach certain level, which then stimulate their growth. Most red tide algae are dinoflagellate. It also can be green, blue or brown in color, and the surface water texture will look scummy and release a rotten plant-like odor. Then, the Bobby asks what is the impact of this algae bloom. There are a few impacts of harmful algae bloom. The first one, it can impact the human health. It can give the illness in human due to the seafood contamination, for example, shellfish poisoning. Next, it also can give impact in economic. It can give the effect on the tourism, recreation and fishing industries. It also can reduce in consumer demand of fish and fish product. It also reduce in recreational experience for visitor, and it will damage the economic to the tourism industries. The third one, for the environment impact, the bloom can produce more dead zone. The toxin released by a harmful algae bloom can cause large-scale fish kill and move up the food chain. And lastly, the bloom also increase their number and range by the year. Next, the class asked the teacher, what is the opinion? Is the harmful algae bloom event beneficial or detrimental? Then the teacher answer their question. The teacher answer, his opinion is the harmful algae bloom event are detrimental and bring more harm to the human, other organism and also the ecosystem. This is because harmful algae bloom episodes represent a natural freshwater and marine risk, and their manifestation are correlate to a significant impact on socio-economic system and human health. Next, one of the student named Ahmad asked the teacher how to prevent or manage the harmful algae bloom. Then the teacher answered the way to manage the harmful algae bloom. The first one, we can reduce the chemical runoff with better farming practice. When nitrate and phosphorus from fertilization wash off into lakes and river after heavy rain, they cause algae bloom. To minimize possible runoff, improvement in agriculture practice has been proposed, such as only using fertilizer in a target manner at the right time, precisely when it can do the most good crops. Next one, we can performing the chemical treatment and dam. We also can use the ultrasound bloom treatment. The ultrasound bloom treatment is safe for fish and plants and does not hurt them. It is suitable for both small and large lakes. Algae bloom can be predicted and prevented using ultrasound combined with real-time water quality monitoring, but the lake's entire surface must be covered. To achieve maximum efficiency, each special spot must be treated for a minimum of time. Lastly, the monitoring and reporting can also be the mitigation for the algae bloom. Improved surveillance and research into harmful algae bloom are also important. There is no national framework for collecting data on harmful algae bloom or reacting to them, and the type of the information available on harmful algae bloom varies greatly between states. Improved public organizational and state connectivity could help speed up emergency response to harmful algae bloom, while also reducing environmental damage, wildlife and people. The network has also made satellite image of harmful algae bloom more accessible to the public. Knowing where harmful algae bloom are occurring and whether the government is responding is a critical first step to keeping our waterways, family and ecosystem safe. That's all for my presentation about the comic strip about the harmful algae bloom episode. Thank you.